Did you get that when you picked up the mesh one up front, maybe?
People along the Waukesha Christmas Parade route ran for their lives Sunday. Tuesday, they could finally retrieve the belongings left behind in the panic.
Then everyone started screaming, running towards us.
Carolyn Granick and her children, 2, 5, and 11, also ran from the chaos. Her kids wanted Mom to pick up their red wagon and blankets.
Just seeing all the empty chairs sitting there is kind of what was left on that day. Just everything empty and deserted and people running for their lives, so it was hard.
2 men carried out broken instruments and the banner for the Waukesha South Marching Band after several musicians were run over. Several people who've come here to retrieve their belongings say it's emotional just setting foot in this room. There are children's shoes, a Santa hat, dozens of portable chairs, all abandoned when tragedy hit the Christmas parade.
The car all of a sudden just kind of sped through, almost hit some of the kids that were in our party.
Trina Washbeck hoped to find the blanket. She says her nieces and nephews are emotional about losing.
A lot of tragedy, a lot of emotional distress there. So just really hard to walk through and see it all.
I mean, it's just things. What's more important is the people still in pain and trying to get over this.
Strollers, kids' chairs, unforgettable anguish. In Waukesha, Terry Sitter, WISN 12 News.
Belongings left behind will be available for pickup again tomorrow at the Recreation Center on Aviation Drive from 8 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. Any items not picked up will be donated to charity. Whitefish Bay and Menominee Falls have canceled their Christmas parades in the wake of the Waukesha tragedy. Grafton and West Bend plan to go ahead with their parades. And we also have more ways to help and a closer look at the victims on our website. Just go to WISN.com. You can also download the 12 News app. And back out here live at Veterans Park here in Waukesha, there is a growing memorial to the victims behind me right now. People have been leaving behind stuffed animals, signs, flowers, and candles as they mourn and grieve here in Waukesha. For now, let's send it back to Joyce in the studio.
And those rising toll numbers. Thank you very much, Patrick. Wisconsin sees a spike in coronavirus cases. The state added more than 4,200 new cases today. That brings the 7-day average to more than 3,100 cases. Wisconsin has also averaged 15 deaths a day in the past week. Pfizer says its COVID vaccine is 100% effective in preventing infections in kids 12 to 15 years old. That's according to new data released by the company. It measured the vaccine's effectiveness from 7 days to 4 months after the second dose. There were no breakthrough cases. Pfizer's vaccine has been used in that age group since May.
They found that in their trial of, I think it was about 2,300 kids, not a single kid in that trial who got the vaccine got symptomatic infection with COVID. So they actually, 4 months out from their second dose, they had 100% efficacy in their trial. So it's just more evidence of why the vaccine is so critical in kids, but specifically in that 12 to 15-year-old age group.
Almost 50% of kids 12 to 15 years old in Wisconsin are fully vaccinated. 46% received at least one dose. We started our warm-up today, but Mark, it comes with more wind.
Yeah, that relentless November wind continues. When that brings us to the 50s and when it brings us back to the 30s next.
And we continue to follow breaking news. Investigators just revealed a child has now died in the Waukesha parade tragedy, and that raises the overall death toll to 6. The number of injured also climbed today to 62. The new numbers came as the suspect made his first court appearance. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Diana Gutierrez. Thanksgiving, as we know, is just a few days away, and tomorrow on 12 News This Morning, tips from Milwaukee's TSA to keep you and your family safe this holiday season. Lindsay?
And I am tracking that Thanksgiving week travel forecast. What day you can expect a few flurries flying around. I'll have the details coming up starting at 4:30 in the morning.
Back live here at Veterans Park in Waukesha, there is a growing memorial behind me to the parade tragedy victims. You can see some people there right now lighting candles and stopping by, just remembering the victims of this tragedy. And breaking at this hour, prosecutors have revealed that a sixth person has now died, a child, and the injury count also climbed to 62. The tragedy here in Wisconsin has attracted the attention of Pope Francis. The pontiff sent a telegram of condolences to Milwaukee Archbishop Jerome Listecki. Pope Francis said he was praying for, quote, spiritual strength which triumphs over violence and overcomes evil with good. A priest from the Archdiocese and children from a Waukesha Catholic school were among those injured. Milwaukee's Hone Bridge is lit up in blue tonight in honor of the Waukesha victims. This is a live picture of the bridge. The lighting also is in support of the United for Waukesha Community Fund. The fund is a team effort from the Waukesha County Community Foundation and United Way. You'll find a link to donate on WISN.com. And I mentioned some of the items that people are leaving behind here at this memorial. Also out here behind me, there are 5 hearts at the center of the memorial. As we learned, and as I just mentioned, we learned a short time ago that a 6th person, a child, has also died in the aftermath of that tragedy here in Waukesha on Sunday. Joyce, back to you.
And our coverage continues new tonight at 6, Patrick. Some victims in the Christmas parade tragedy are returning home.
I was screaming for my sister, and I was the first one that found her.
The scary moments for one family as they realized what was happening to one of their own. That's right after World News with David Muir at 5:30. Reminder now, you have until tomorrow to donate to our Food for Families campaign. 12 News teamed up with Hunger Task Force to help families in need this holiday season. You can give money or add food items to a virtual shopping cart. A $15 donation, for instance, buys a turkey. $125 will buy a full Thanksgiving meal for a family. And so far, we've raised more than $75,000. That includes a $25,000 match from Zurn Water Solutions. So a big thank you to them and to all who have donated so far. You can donate tomorrow during our Food for Families phone bank. Just call between 3 and 7 o'clock in the afternoon to make a donation. We'll have more information on the phone number at that time. Well, welcome news for travelers, Mark. Very little snow or rain around here. It's been amazingly quiet.
Which, of course, is great, whether you've got family coming in to see you or you're heading out to see family, whether that's through the air or in your car. It's going to be pretty good news. Now, you're going to have to hold on tight to that steering wheel for tomorrow because the wind's going to pick up. It'll stay windy into Thursday as well. But there's absolutely nothing nearby right now on radar, and this trend will continue. A couple of showers, a little bit of snow into parts of Montana. That isn't causing too much trouble. Watch this quiet pattern. Let's take you through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way into next week here. Still waiting to see anything that comes through southeastern Wisconsin. We get close a few times. But it's unusual for this time of year. We've had no snow officially. We've had a trace of snow with some flurries, but we have not had a measurable snow. Average at this point, just 1.7 inches, so we're not far behind average. Generally, we'd see that first measurable snow around November 14th, the first 1 inch on average. Comes December 1st. That does not look like it's going to be the case. Probably not until closer to the middle of December. 40 degrees right now in Brookfield, our Landmark Credit Union camera. Nice to see the Christmas lights there at Cathedral Square. Temperature 41 degrees. Not too bad out there, and it is going to get warmer for tomorrow. Inland 37 degrees in Waukesha, 41 in Milwaukee. It's still breezy, not crazy right now. The wind will actually pick up again overnight, and it's certainly going to pick up for tomorrow. Southwesterly at 15 to 25. Northwesterly changing those temperatures quickly on Thanksgiving, and then dying down a little bit on Friday. If we actually stay under 17 miles per hour, that'll be our least windy day of the month. Through yesterday, we're talking about winds most of the time with gusts in excess of 30 to 35 miles per hour. High temperatures tomorrow, mild. High temperatures on Thursday, not mild. It's going to be cold and it's going to be windy. Could be a few flurries flying through the air as well on Thursday. 55, so enjoy the warm temperatures. You're going to have to deal with the wind, though. Still windy, out of a different direction on Thursday, 36. By the way, Thanksgiving is not on Friday. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I put the turkey in the wrong spot. You know what? This is so Small Business Saturday. And so also Black Friday on, you do some shopping. It's going to be cold either way. High temperatures do warm up a little bit into next week, but overall the main focus there is how quiet it is and how the turkey is in the wrong spot. Just trying to give the turkey one more day.
Just extending the holiday.
Try.
That's it. All right, thank you, Mark. He aimed for quarterbacks on the football field. Now GMA host Michael Strahan is tackling a new adventure.
There you go. Going to space.
He said he's going to space when Strahan will blast off, and the reason he said he has to take that trip.
There are enough surprises in your day. Stay safe and prepared with Chief Meteorologist Mark Baden's accurate forecast. Download our app today.